Okay, welcome everyone to again another training here at Opportunity Launch. We always want to give you some consistent direction in regards to the industry of working from home. As a home-based, individual marketer, there's definitely some skill sets, some things that you want to definitely get an understanding of so that you can do better in the marketplace of being able to move the products and services that you have and be able to grow your organization. So today what we're going to be talking about is a term that you may have heard before, but I've never really analyzed, called the funnel system. And the funnel system is basically just a succinct tracking diagram to let you see exactly the process, when it comes to getting a new customer, getting a new crew. There's always some type of funnel system. And some people are using flawed funnel systems that are not working effectively. And so we want to help, you understand the funnel system and the model that I believe right now for this day and age is necessary for a person who's going to succeed. So with that, the free model is definitely where most people are understanding that this is the model that works. It's all about the numbers, as we hear. Someone said if you want to really measure success, well, run the numbers. And then after that, run the numbers again. And that's really what it's about. And right now, when it comes to marketing anything, you're going to need the numbers. You're going to need growth in order to produce any type of significance that is going to be sustainable and that's going to be consistent. So the free model is very important. We understand why Facebook is as big as it is. It's free. We understand why Google, everyone's using it. It's free. There are more people who are using Gmail and Yahoo accounts than AOL. Why? Because AOL costs money. And so therefore, I want you to understand that you've got to look into your particular business model and you've got to then decide how you want to market what is free. Look at what you have in your particular company or so forth. See if there's anything that you can give away that's going to attract people. And then once you give away something, then the next thing you've got to do is begin to educate your particular, audience or prospect of what you have. And when you educate them on exactly what you've given them, how it works, and why it's beneficial, then what happens is you don't have to sell them. You don't have to close them. Once they're educated, people love to buy. No one likes to be sold, but people love to buy. And if you can educate them, then they will make a buying decision to purchase on their own. Once a person makes the education or the decision to buy and purchase, then all you simply need to do is teach that person how to duplicate the exact same process that you just brought them through. And that's how they can then duplicate exactly the same success that you're doing over and over. Of course, there'll be other people that will, even though you've brought them through this process, they will continue to stay with old and flawed models that are not successful, such as this particular model. It's a person that just tries to go from the presentation to the purchase. This model has a very, very low closing rate, meaning the more people that you are speaking to, still, you're not getting the results that you're looking for. And this is the person that is, and I'm not trying to put anyone's marketing down, I just want you to understand the numbers when it comes to this type of marketing. If you're marketing in a way that you're just sending your presentation to thousands of people, And that presentation, the only thing that's supposed to happen after that presentation is they're supposed to click an order. It's going to take a lot more people to filter through that are actually going to take action based on that. So if you're, using something that all you do is just put your presentation, put your video, put your information up, and all you're looking to do is get a response of people joining, just be ready to understand that the hype video and all the flash and everything else is still going to have a very low conversion ratio. And even though you bring people through a sales funnel and you try to get them to duplicate, some people still are only comfortable doing what they've only done. And you've got to understand that. The next type of model that is somewhat a little more effective is a person who's actually prospecting. So they're actually going out and making a connection somehow. It may be through an instant chat. It may be through Skype. It may be through a phone call. It may be through personal. It may be through their local church or so forth. But they're speaking to people who are willing to talk to them about their business opportunity. From that, what usually happens then is the first thing they want to do is sell, 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 sell. Do a presentation. Get them on a presentation. Get them on a conference call. We've heard this model before. Get them to a video. Get them to a home party or a hotel. Get them to a presentation. And then after you successfully got them to a presentation, then it's purchase. Are you ready to join? Are you ready to buy? Are you ready to get in? And they just keep going through that funnel. And if a person, after seeing the presentation, if they don't make a decision to purchase or get started, then a lot of times people don't know what to do with that person. Can't show them the presentation again. They've already seen the presentation again. And so, pretty much they just filter people through this process, hand out business cards, hand out flyers, get a certain percentage, come to a presentation, ask them to buy. And there's a saying that used to be associated with this: some will, some won't, so what, next. That's called churning and burning. And that's a large failure rate that a lot of people can't consistently do without taking something personal, without becoming frustrated, discouraged, and not wanting to continue, because again, it's a high churn and burn. Then there's the process where you're prospecting, you get them to a presentation, and then you pursue them. And that's the term you've heard me say before, that the follow-up, following up with people. And so that's where, again, the skill set for a lot of people are off when they're pursuing people after they've seen a presentation, and no one likes to chase people, right? Well, you have two things that happen. You let me know which category, you fall into, and be honest with yourself. You invite somebody to a conference call. Hey, John, hey, Jane, get on this conference call. It starts at 9 o'clock Eastern. You get on that conference call and you're there 5 minutes early because you want to hear if Jane or John, say that they're on the conference call. You want to hear if they made it. And maybe you don't hear them say that they're on the call. You sit, you listen to the whole presentation as you normally do. You're there like clockwork every night. And then at the end of the presentation, get back with the person who invited you. You hang up the call, and you wait to see if they're going to call you back and see if they're interested. And you've got the mindsets, oh, well, they didn't call me back. Well, next, I'm going to move on. That means your model has you in a position where you are scared of rejection. Because of the model you've been using, you've been dealing with a high rejection rate, and you're just not wanting to hear it. You rather avoid it. The fear of hearing them say no is worse than hearing them say yes. Maybe you're the person after the call's over, you actually pick up the phone and call them and you get a voicemail. And you leave a message and you figure they're not interested because they didn't pick up the phone after the message. Or maybe you call, maybe you don't leave a message, you know? So again, you're not going to follow up again because of the same thing, the model that you have for the high, failure ratio. Now, if you want to have more of a success in doing this, if you're writing, write this down. Three-way. No, I'm not talking about with the upline. Put them on the conference call. Don't give people the number to go to the conference call. Something happens, life happens, you know, they get busy and forget about it. They're not as intense or focused on you because they don't know how great the opportunity is yet. They don't know what, the specific service or benefits are to them, so it's not an urgency to them. So instead of giving them the number, tell them you're going to call them, and when you're going to call them and get them on the conference call. So when you call them, you may not even, say, hey, listen, I want you to hear what we're doing. You may have to tell them it's a 20-minute conference call. So, hey, I want to just have a meeting with you about 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night. I'm going to schedule this time, to talk with you. Can you, mark out about 20, 25 minutes? Yeah, great. You call them and you say, well, great. Got a conference call going on. I'm going to three-way us into it so you can get the information. Then I can answer your questions right afterwards. Three-way them into the conference call. Let them hear the presentation. Hang up the three-way. And then your line is free for you to three-way them again if you need to with someone who can answer their questions better than you can. And so to pursue them, keep you from pursuing and chasing people, just have them participate. And then when they participate, then you're able to get all their objections, questions answered, get an initial reaction from them, and then you'll better know the possibilities of that person wanting to make a purchase. So this is a better model than the previous models that can help you start getting some results if that's the way that your company is functioning with conference calls and so forth. So get them to participate with you. But again, the model that I really want to help you focus on and changing some of the mindset is if you can really just go out and focus on a process of letting people buy what you have because you're showing enough value, showing enough support, giving them enough information to make what you call the proverbial no-brainer. And if you let people sell themselves and you get a big enough funnel of free, you will find that it'll be a lot easier for you to continue to bring people into your business at different times because people make buying decisions at different times. And the more people you get in the funnel, the more people you'll have making that decision. So free works. That's our model. If you focus on getting people in for free, and that's what we want to talk about the science of right now. Now, none of you here are ready to join another business tonight, and neither are the people that you're speaking to. They're already in a business. They're trying to do that business. So trying to pitch them another business, opportunity launch or this or that, you're no different than anything else. You're trying to get a purchase and a presentation when you're selling an opportunity, when you're talking about a comp plan, when you're talking about making money. You're not pitching free. You've just lumped yourself into the whole pool of other people with the same information. And the reason that's so hard is just like everything else. It's like putting a gun to your head. Here's another thing. You want to sign up? You want to get started? And it's all the same. You've got to separate yourself from the rest, doing something different. And that different is having something valuable to give free away. Now, normally, if you're out selling a product, they will tell you that they first build a list of people before they even try to go through. The sales model that a lot of people think works for recruiting people with autoresponders is this. They always give something of value away for free, just for you looking at the information, and they're always educating you exactly about the industry and educating you about how to be successful. It's an educational presentation more than it is a sales presentation. Money, 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 you can get paid. How would you like to have a house? How would you like to have thousands in the bank and so forth? If they throw those emotional tugs in there or bait in there, they wrap it around training. They wrap it around value because they know that that is what's ultimately going to help you make a decision to make a purchase. That's the funnel system. So when I first understood this model and they were saying, hey, you got to develop a product. Well, everybody can't do that. You got to go develop something. You got to go find a niche, find something to give away free. That's easier said than done. And so what we've done here with Opportunity Launch is we've given you that value, huge value, that if you will educate yourself about it, you got a lot of value you can give away for free. And you're not by yourself in having to educate because we are holding daily trainings, webinars. We have videos in the back office. Our library is going to continue to grow. That there's more education than most people, even people listening to this particular presentation, haven't even listened to all the other presentations that's there yet. So there's enough value there, the educated person, that they then can decide if they are ready to make a purchase. When that happens, all you simply need to do is get people to do the same thing, plug into the free. It's just a cycle of a funnel. You just get them to plug into the free. They plug into the free. The free is the education. The free is the training. That's going to help people better understand a way to change their marketing approach to start making it easier for them to be consistent, for them to see some results, to see people opting in, and then trying to reach some of those. Some just put in fake information. Some put in their real information. Some were just looking and tire kicking, but you're able to get more people this way. You're able to have a connection with more people this way, giving away free and value than you are just going with the direct other funnel types of approach. So one of the fantastic values that we have that we are giving away to people in the back office that you need to understand and how to use yourself even more, just gotta verify my email, is what we call sponsor opportunity. This is a place here at the top where they can promote their business for free on the back end without pitching it to someone on the front end. Well, if I go out giving away free, Coach Murray, how do I get people on my business? By putting them in the educational atmosphere and letting them discover your business. So when they see this particular thing, it's a sponsor opportunity. If you're a paid member, you can have more than one opportunity. If you're a free member, for free, you can have one opportunity to promote whatever your primary company is. And there's no cost for that. Now, over here, it says view my opportunity. So when you first log in and you click on view my opportunity here, this is going to show you what other people see when they log in and click on your sponsor opportunity. When you click on the top, you always see your sponsors. So when they log in, they click on that, or they click in over here, they're always going to see yours. But to see your own, it'll show here in red. That's what yours looks like. All right, and then you have this called view. So I'm in an account that is a free account, and I have this free opportunity page here. So let's discuss how we edit or create your own page. In the upper right corner here, it says create my new opportunity. And this is what you want to begin to get educated about, because this particular area is what they are going to see that you're going to promote your back office to. While you're educating a person how to set up their page, you are at the same time showing them yours, because they've got to click on this to see yours. So this is the way to introduce, oh, you're in such and such business. Yeah, it's a way to strike up the conversation. But what are you doing? You're sharing value with them while you're sharing your business at the same time, because you're showing them how to set up their business. So I'm going to put right here, I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see it. Your company description. Okay, anyway, there, we like to pick on that. Now, this is a hard discipline, I'll say, for most people, because they don't understand list building. It is so tempting for you to think and believe that if you use your company link, that puts them right into the matrix, puts them right into the company autoresponder, that's going to do it for you. And that's going to get them to upgrade. It's such a farce. I mean, I don't know how many that you've been in that you see all these thousands and thousands of people that come in, and then when it's time to upgrade, you're scratching your head. Where are these upgrades? I'm not going to expose all the tricks of that, but I am going to share some with you so that you become a little smarter in the next pre-launch that I'm predicting that's going to happen this year. One trick is this. The company shows everybody that's coming in on that, tour. Oh, look how many people are joining this. That doesn't mean they're in your downline. That's a trick to just leverage a lot of people who are just curious, and they make this marketing system that the only way you can get the information is to put it in simply an email. And then you have people who I've discovered, unfortunately, who just put in emails themselves. Maybe you've been in a quote power leg. Anybody ever fell for the power leg? And you get in the power leg and you got till midnight to upgrade. Well, here's another trick. There are people who, to increase signups, will go to the bottom person that they see in the power leg, sign up underneath that person, and do the upgrade just to scare everybody else for fear of loss. These techniques about fear of loss and upgrade and all that, those people have no value. They have no value in what they have. If there's no money there, they're gone. And so there's no education. A lot of times people are pushing this. They don't even have a full understanding of the comp plan. They don't even have, sometimes they don't even have the product out. Oh, it's coming. And people's only value is the money. So I said all that speech to say this. Before you go put a bunch of people into a company system with that type of hype, and then after they launch and they change the compensation plan during pre-launch, before they even launch, it's different. The money's not even the same. Something happens. You've put all your people, and then those people have put all their people, and now you've lost a whole organization of data and downline for your next opportunity in the future because you didn't put them in the system. Don't use capture pages directly. Take the video. If it's good enough for them to sign into the company page, it's good enough for them to sign in to your opportunity launch capture page. Tattoo that on yourself. Put it, memorize it. If the opportunity is good enough for them to opt into another system, then the same video is going to convert the same person into your capture page. But now you consistently have that person to talk to in the future. Learn how to use them. For some people, that's just so hard for them to understand. One of the first things they ask, because they're so addicted to that model of presentation purchase, is when somebody fills out the capture page, where do they go? Well, they go in your contact list where they're supposed to go, so you could talk to them instead of just doing all this link spamming and blasting and so forth. And oh, I just look at my back office. Oh, I got 5 people that signed up. I got 10 people that signed up. Oh, this is growing, and you haven't talked to any of them. You're going to lose them all eventually. Most people are not going to stay with an opportunity like that when the money is not there. And even if they are, you've just created a bunch of orphans who are just getting on conference calls and not knowing what to do after they get off. Build a team. Build a real network. In network marketing, it's about people. Build a network. And your network is the list of people that you're connected to. So this business page helps you to take even that hypey spam list and put it here. So when people come in, they can still join it directly from here. If they want to join directly to the company, that's the difference here. Referral link is for someone to click and join. But if a company has one of those hypey capture pages, this is where it goes. Logo, from the company or whatever you put there. The opportunity page name is going to be at the top of the page. Now, real important, some of you may have tried to just put in a YouTube video and it didn't work. You have to use what's called the embed link. And the embed link is underneath the video, which is called share. Notice you don't need the whole embed link, which is quite long. All you need is the HTTP area. So I just want to pick a random video. I like Terminator. So embed, all you need is this area here from the HTTP over to the quotation. Just that small portion. I'll show you what this whole portion does. But you put that small portion here. And then down here, I'm just going to make this a blank page. I'm going to get rid of everything here. So here's where you can put your profile about yourself. Here's where you can put your story about your experience or network marketing or so forth, or why you chose this company. This is where you get to now sell. Also, you can do what's called hyperlinks. If you highlight a word and you click on this little button right here. This makes it so that that button is a link. So it's a URL, and then you already have the HTTP here, so you just put in the www dot and whatever your website is or whatever. Up here under target, you want to change that to new window because you don't want them to move off of your page. You want another window to pop up when they click on that link. So now when you do that, you'll see that there's an underlying link. So now I've made this a clickable link. Now you can also do the same for a picture. So over here where it says image, click on the image. An important thing about an image is that you do have to have the image hosted somewhere to make it a picture. And there are ways that you can upload it on a free Google blog or so forth and get a link. But if you're just needing a picture for your company, I'm going to be posting up another video that shows you how to get what's called public domains. Public domains are pictures that you have the legal rights to. And it'll be a whole nother video that's under here under advanced search. And under advanced search, here's where you have usage rights. And usage rights are going to give you free to use and share, free to use even commercially. You simply click on that and that advanced search. That means all of these particular pictures and so forth that we have are all free for me to use. So, well, that's right, I don't need them that size here. So all of these are free pictures that I can use without any licensing fees whatsoever. So we're going to take the Amway Arena, and this picture we're going to use for a logo. Over here it says view image. Here's the link. That's the link that I put at the top here. Now when I click away, it's going to automatically put in the size of that, and I want to make it obviously smaller. 200 by 133, so proportionally. And then it shows you how your words can be wrapped around that, because you can set the alignment. You can make it go to the right and have your words go around it. You can make it go to the left, or just have it not set, which will allow you to center it if you want to. I'm going to put it to the left. And if I want to make that picture a link, I just go up here, put in the HTTP, www.amway. And again, I want to open up on a new window. So now this picture is a clickable link. This is a clickable link. And remember, I talked about adding a video or the embed code. So I'm going to go back. If I want to put more than one video instead of the one at the top, this one at the top is going to be in the iPad that you're going to see when I go to the page. Down here, if I want to embed something, I have to go to the code source. So I have to click on code, and I see all this coded area. And I can pick a spot and just embed it. You can put it at the end if you want to make it easy so you don't mess up another code. And then go back to source. And I can see where that picture or where that video is. I'm going to go back. I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to go back to the video area. Or no, that's picture. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back to the source area, and there's my code at the end. And now you have two areas. You have the width, how wide it is, 200, and how high it is. I'll keep that 315. And then I just go back to source. So you see I made it a lot thinner, probably too thin, but you're able to go back and play with how wide you want it. I'll make it 500 and go back to source. So there you go. You're able to see exactly that video. Let me hit backspace and backspace and backspace and backspace to bring it up. So I have the video even with the picture here. And I haven't begun to even put in other words that you can. You can put in your own picture. You can, do a lot of things. You can make things bold, underline, and so forth. So you have other options. You can make words bigger. You can change the words, the colors of words with the background if you want a word shaded. So if I want to change that word to shaded red in the back, that's what that is. Or if I just want to change the actual word to another color, that's what that is. So we've got a lot of custom. This is actually a web page, a mini easy web page builder that you can have multiple opportunities. If your page is not ready and you don't want your members, your prospects to see it, you can just change it to inactive. But all you simply do is hit update. Remember to hit update before any of your changes. And then to see your masterpiece, just go to view my opportunity. And again, I changed it to your company. I put the word description there. We're picking on Amway. We hit view. And there's the top video that we chose, the small embed code that was underneath the YouTube video. This is the one place where that video goes. And then underneath here, it's again now where you see. So this is the way you're able to promote your business, to someone, giving them something they want for free, educating them how to promote their business better, leveraging the training that we have to help them educate how to promote their business better. That builds a much better relationship. When's the last time you had someone say thank you while you were marketing to them? That is what Opportunity Launch gives you the ability to do, with showing people a value and a benefit on how to promote their own businesses. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of our model and our philosophy to help you do things maybe a little differently than you've done before. Approach people with what they're already doing. It's the most competitive way. It's the easiest way to diffuse speaking to lots of people. It's talking to them about their business and positioning yourself to offer support and help with their business. Educate them in the back office, which means you have to educate yourself to plug in. This is a valuable tool that's going to help you promote anything you're doing in the future, whatever business you're doing now, whatever business you're doing in the future. It's the people that you educate in this system. They're going to do business with you in the future. They don't have that support in their company. The last time that they talked to their upline is when they signed up. All right. And when they call them and ask them a question, they just say there's training in the back office. Come on, we've all heard that. Like when they call them, they say, well, let me get the upline. I'll try to have them give you a call. They have no direct support. There's ebooks and download videos and stuff that's supposed to help them train themselves. The people who take this step of education and just the small part on just how to use what they have, which they didn't even pay for free, you're going to stand out in that person's mind. Wow, if they will work with me, on helping me build my business, and I went in the back office, I clearly see they're in something else, how much more support will I get if I'm actually working with them in the business? That's what's going to be in the back of their brains if you provide that support up front. And then when something new comes and you're able to follow up with them, they pick up your phone calls, they return your phone calls. Hey, I found some information that looks really interesting, is what you say on the voicemail. And what you say on the voicemail, when you say, I've got something interesting, oh, they want to know what you have. Why? Because you showed value when they met you. You've shown to have things that are beneficial to them. They're going to call you back. Hey, what you got? And then that's where you can begin to do business with this person in other opportunities. Or you're just sharing with them some new things about your current company and say, hey, they're offering this right now at half price. It's promotional this week. You know what? I think, I know you're doing your other business and so forth. How's that going? I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage because they only offer this package. They never offered it this low because you've established that rapport. All right, rapport equals recruits. Then it equals retention. So when you're going out establishing this type of rapport, being a benefactor, giving away free, and helping people with what they're doing, all right, there's a thing called the law of reciprocation. And the law of reciprocation, I won't go too deep into it, try not to get too spiritual about it, but one of the biggest organizations, some of you may have read this study before, one of the biggest organizations that raised the most money were the people that used to give you the free flower. Some of you know the group. They gave the free flower at the airport. They didn't ask for any money. They just simply had a basket there. But just because they just walked up to someone and just gave them a flower, the law of reciprocation says to people, I want to give something back. They raised the most money as a nonprofit organization, millions, giving away free Daisy. The law of reciprocation. And that law of reciprocation, when you give, you will receive. And that is what the system is designed to help you teach. So I hope you can grab something from that, study, the principles of what we're talking about in our back office training, and begin to go through your contact list and the people that have signed in and begin to reach out to them and help them understand the system. Okay, guys, thanks for training. We'll see you on the next one.